Background: this was the fourth consecutive college football playoff national championship matching the No. 3 seed and the No. 1 seed. The first was the 2020 edition, where the top-ranked LSU Tigers beat the third-ranked Clemson Tigers by a score at Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. The second was the 2021 edition, where the top-ranked Alabama beat the third-ranked Ohio State by a score at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The third was when No. 3 Georgia beat No. 1 Alabama in the 2022 edition at Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis in November 1, 2017. SoFi Stadium was selected as host for the ninth edition of the championship, alongside the aforementioned 2021 and 2022 sites, and NRG Stadium in Houston for Earth. 4 teams competing in the playoff were selected by the CFP Selection Committee, whose final rankings were released on December 4, 2022, at 12 p.m. as semifinals were played on December 31, 2022. In the first semifinal, played at the Fiesta Bowl, TCU upset Michigan as 7.5-point underdogs. In the highest-scoring Fiesta Bowl and second-highest CFP semifinal game, in the second semifinal, played at the Peach Bowl, Georgia rallied to overcome a 14-point deficit in the fourth quarter and defeat Ohio State. Earth's bracket, Vidal Kedet. Teams. The championship game matched TCU from the Big 12 Conference and Georgia from the Southeastern Conference SEC. The programs had previously met 4 times, most recently in the December 2016 edition of the Liberty Bowl, with Georgia winning each of the prior matchups. Main article: 2022 TCU Horned Frogs football team. TCU Horned Frogs, under the leadership of first-year head coach Sonny Dykes, finished the regular season with an unblemished record and finished Big 12 play at. That record put them atop the Big 12 and into the conference championship game, where they fell to Kansas State in an upset, leaving TCU with a record. It did not impact their No. 3 ranking, as they were selected to that spot in the College Football Playoff CFP. In the Fiesta Bowl semifinal, the Horned Frogs defeated No. 2 Michigan. Earth's game was the first time a Big 12 team appeared in an FBS championship game since the 2010 BCS National Championship game. The most recent national championship game won by a Big 12 team was the 2006 Rose Bowl, when the current FBS was still known as Division IA. In the history of college football national championships at the highest level of competition, TCU has been named a national champion by one or more NCAA-recognized selectors 3 times: 1935, 1938, and 2010. TCU claims national championships for their 1935 and 1938 teams. Main article: 2022 Georgia Bulldogs football team. Georgia was undefeated in their 12-game regular season, facing and defeating 2 ranked FBS teams, Oregon and Tennessee. Their closest victory was by 4 points over Missouri. All of their other wins were by at least 10 points. Georgia qualified for the SEC championship game, where they defeated LSU. Georgia entered the Peach Bowl semifinal with an overall record and were matched with No. 4 Ohio State. After Ohio State held a lead in the third quarter, Georgia rallied for a win after Ohio State kicker Noah Ruggles' potential game-winning 50-yard field goal with 3 seconds left in the game sailed wide left. Georgia became the first team to win back-to-back FBS championships since the 2011 Alabama and 2012 Alabama teams, and the first in the CFP era. In addition to the Bulldogs' 2021 season championship, Georgia claims national championships for their 1942 season and 1980 season. Georgia's 58-point margin of victory was the largest of any bowl game ever. Starting lineups. Source: Game Summary. 2023 College Football Playoff National Championship at SoFi Stadium, Inglewood, California. Date: Monday, January 9. Our game time: 4:45 p.m. Weather: cloudy, temperature 60 F16 C, wind 14 miles per hour, 23 South. Attendance: Ura Ferry, Jeff Heiser. ACC TV announcers: ESPN, Chris Fowler. Play-by-play: Kirk Herbstreit. Analyst: Holly Rowe and Molly McGrath. Sidelines. Box score. Statistics: